Hello, everybody. Oh boy. It starts. I've been avoiding this asshole for a while now. But, today it's time to play him. It's The Lost. If you don't know about The Lost, and you know enough about Isaac, you know enough about Rebirth, you know this is a pretty terrible character. And, I will say, he's not so, terrible after he's got all the unlocks. At this point, it's now just, oh, now I can see how well I'm doing. Or I can try to see how far I can get without, needing to worry about anything. So I will admit, I'm not as perturbed by the, Lost as I used to be, for sure. But, I do definitely, certainly, not want to play this character that often. You get no health. Like, if you see in the, the left-hand corner on the top, the health bar that would usually be there, which is not really a health bar, but the health icons that would usually be there are not there. They will never be there. As the Lost, you have one half of a heart. One half of a soul heart. That is, and it's actually one half of technically a black heart, but with no, black heart qualities. Though it might just be, one half of a soul heart. But, as I was saying, you have one half of a heart, which means everything, can kill you. Those soul hearts, even though it makes the sound as if you pick them up, don't happen. They are not, going to happen. Maggie's bow is useless, and this is the first time you're going to see this. I'm actually going to reset. There is no reason to play a Lost run, in my opinion, if you do not get some sort of damage, at the least, on your first item, or somewhere on your first floor. Small rock, fine. Any of the all stat ups that barely do anything for your health, you get those in the item rooms, fine. But you need a little bit of damage, at the least. Cricket's head would be amazing. You also could use like a fire rate up. If you got a fire rate up, anything that like increases your damage or your DPS. But not other than that. There's generally not any rules other than play perfect. Dodge perfect. Manipulate the enemies as best you can. Watch out for the random, things that can happen that will screw you over, like that. Because there's no way I could have seen him extremely jumping that far. But other than that, let's just play the game. If you want to get the unlocks for him, you have to take him to all of the end bosses. Isaac, Blue Baby, the Lamb, and Satan, and the boss rush. You have to do all that, and that gets you Godhead. I don't know if you have to do the Mom's Heart battle, but if you're going to do the Mom's Heart battle, then, or if you're going to do the other battles, you're generally going to do the Mom's Heart battle. But yeah, he's just not an interesting character, to be honest with you. Not an extremely interesting character. Unlike Melting, which I find much more, enjoyable of a character. I'm just gonna go into that curse room, because I don't honestly care. If I get a dead cat, then this run's saved. And I'm gonna reset, after I do that, because, oh, this room sucks. Yeah. I should have went up and to the right, but what can you do? This was probably going to be like one of the shorter videos. One of the shortest videos. Wow, that bounce. That's going to happen a lot. This is going to happen a lot too. The resetting, it happens with Lost. A lot of people are going to say, or I've heard people say, that, oh, it's weak play if you, reset. It's not weak play if you reset. It is perfectly viable. It is perfectly, smart. If you're trying to go for the unlocks, fucking reset as much as you want, because it's too stressful and it's too, you know, boring, to be honest with you. And it makes the game bad. Like, this character is the reason for like a month that I stopped playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth and played everything else. Played Risk of Rain, Nuclear Throne, everything else for like ever. Now explosives don't do damage to me, so that's good. But yeah, like, it's generally not a fun character. And if you are playing to get the unlocks, I feel bad for you, because I hated that. And it made me think the game was worse than what it is. And, you know, the game's a good game. It has its downfalls, but every game does. And The Lost is definitely a downfall, in my opinion. It's not a good part of the game. It's just generally bad. You have to play perfect all the time. You're hoping for certain items to come in and save you. That's definitely something I want. And now I won't go into that curse room as much as I want to. Because I'm going to, you know, want to have the damage. But, as I was saying, it's generally just, you know, it's generally just not a good time. Playing The Lost is. And playing The Lost for unlocks is stressful and is a pain in the ass, and I don't, you know, wish that upon anyone, really. You're gonna come out of there. I knew you would. I knew you'd come, like, that far, because I know spiders well enough by now. You don't want to get, like, certain rooms with The Lost, because certain rooms will just kill you. Any room that you know you're not going to be able to take damage in as The Lost is a room you're going to not have fun with. I would just like to enter the boss room and fight the Haunt. Widow. There's hope for this run. I find it, you know, honestly, a personal victory just to get to Cellar 2 or Basement 2. Although it's almost always Cellar 2 with The Lost. Just because The Lost is not fun. And because The Lost, if you take any hits, like I said, you will die. You want certain items. You want Dead Cat. You want Holy Mantle. 1-up. You don't want Lard, because Lard's not going to do anything for you. So that would have been a useless item if it dropped. It would have actually slowed me down, which would not have been good. But you do generally want... I'm going to take this moon card because it could have given me a 1-up. Oh, and I thought I destroyed that fire. That sucks. That's not going to happen. That's a tears rate up, but it's bad. I'll go into the curse room, and if it's 9 lives, if 9 lives is in here, it wasn't in here, so I'm gonna reset again. And yeah, I apologize if this bores you. This is what The Lost is like when you're actually trying to go for winning with The Lost, and you're not taking every single run that comes your way. Because you can't take every single run that comes your way. You're going to lose half or 90% of the runs that come your way as The Lost. Like, that's just how The Lost works. You know, this game is not a game where where every room is completely fair and you can go through it without taking damage. I'm not gonna cop out and take Lazarus frags, by the way. I love Lazarus, but I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna be, you know, honorable and play The Lost through and through. And I'm just gonna see what the this room right here. I can't do that room without taking damage because I've never been able to fight Mulligans. Like, never. I know there's probably a way now to do that without taking damage. I can't. I don't like Mulligans. My instinct, because of vanilla, and because I was, you know, back in Wrath of Lamb days, was basically trained to think, or was basically trained to, like, instantly think, oh, you're gonna take damage, there's nothing around it, or there's no way around it, I do, like, my usual thing, which is, okay, go to the side, or attack a little bit first, go to the side, and then, you know, go to the side just because you don't have to. That's not a good item. That can be good for the Lost, but it's not a good item. It's not a good item in general for anything. You need, like, certain items to go with it to make any type of synergy. But no, generally, this character's just not fun. And things like that happen. I lost my train of thought for a bit there after that, leech pickup. The good thing about the Lost is, you know, he gives pretty good, item, unlocks. You're gonna see me die to Pooters a lot. Pooters can be, interesting things. Pooters are good, or Pooters are fun enemies, but, not when you have no health. But the biggest problem with the Lost is that, of course, it has no health, and that it has no damage. Like, if Azazel had the Lost's thing of no health, but pretty high damage, Azazel would be interesting. You know? Let's see if there's a small rock in this. There's not, but... oh, I can get everything for free in here. This is the first time we've seen a black market. And everything in here is for free with the Lost, so we're just gonna take it all. That's a good item. That's good. That's good. That's real good. This is, not as useful. Take this money and do that. I'm gonna have to pop this now, but it's actually pretty useless as the Lost right now. Because I was gonna take Red Candle, and after you pick an item up, it's gone from the pool. And now I'm gonna see what the item room item is, and I'm just gonna skip the boss room item, even though the boss room item can be good. That's good as the Lost. That's good as any character, really. So we're gonna try to take this run and roll with it. On to the next floor. But that's a black market for you. You pay soul hearts or red hearts for shop items. It's generally a very good thing. Health ups do nothing. But pills cannot kill you. Well, they can do that, and that's not fun, but... oh, this room sucks. This is my first encounter with this room on recording. And, this is actually the worst room in the game, in my opinion. Because I just do not like the layout, and I do not like how those spikes work. And if you don't have flight, that room is terrifying. If the Lost didn't have flight and had to go through that room like that, I would say that the Lost was forever doomed, because I get that room on casual play outside of recording. I'd say about 60 to 70% of the time. Red Candle, by the way, real good item. Hematemesis is gonna do nothing for me. The pin should be easy. Did not mean to do that, but pin should, like, you know. Yeah, go in here. Might as well take Demon Baby. Might as well take Contract from Below. None of those were damage. None of those were what I wanted. This could go terribly. Demon Baby can help a little bit, I suppose. But I do want damage, like, soon. The door's right here. Generally a good idea for rooms like this if you can avoid fighting. Pop out Red Candle. To just avoid it, you know? That was me playing extremely dangerous. Never do any of that. Never get close to those spikes. Okay. Okay, Lust. Okay. We have a key. I don't have a key. Default drop button is control. Was there a normal chest in here? Could have had dead cat. I regret nothing. Like I said, I regret nothing. And the red candle does a lot of work. Daddy Longlegs does a lot of work, so those were generally easy bosses. If the Haunt were to be able to appear in that boss challenge room, I would say it would never be worth it for anything. But it can't, so I do really wish I'd had a key. Which is mostly my fault, because I decided to just skip that floor. But, boss room is this way. Oh. Forgot that's not spectral. Have to fight these guys like normal. Puberty does nothing really. Tears up really good, actually. Oh, that was dumb. But those flies are going to be attracted to it, I guess. That activated the secret room, so that's good. Destroy all that. That's not what I wanted to see. Oh, I didn't think he'd predict where I was going to go there. One more run. Or actually, no, let's see. If this run, you know, doesn't last, I'll go to 20 minutes with runs. Unless I get, you know, one that goes past 20 minutes. But, one more attempt, or a couple more attempts to run. Try to get one that gets to the caves again. But other than that, like, this is just how the Lost plays. It's terrible. It's not fun. I chose to do this on, like, an empty stomach, too, so that I would be like, hey, here's the Lost. You know, I have a reason to, like, not even care right now. Because if I was, like, seriously trying right now, like I do with, I'd say about 60% of the, you know, gameplays I do. If I were to really be trying and see, yeah, like I said, I'm going to get this room a lot now. It's just going to be the curse of that room. But, like, if I were to play, you know, seriously right now with The Lost, I would just absolutely pull my hair out. I'm going to reset for that. Because that item's useless. I'm going to reset because there's no reason to take a Curse of the Labyrinth floor. Unless you get, like, Guppy from the Curse Room, like, right next to you. You're not Guppy, but you get, like, the dead cat. You get the dead Guppy. Which is, sadly, before Rebirth came out, became a bit of an actual real item. Oh! I never get hit by that attack. I thought he was going to do the bombs. Oh, I should have actually went to that curse room. Go into this curse room instead. It's once again the same curse room from before, but, like, backwards. Claudies are, I think these are Claudies. These might actually be Clots. One of the two are, whichever one those are. They're a pretty easy enemy. If I had to fight nothing but Claudies throughout an entire, like, run, I'd be happy. That would be, like, the best. Kill that guy before he eats the poop. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, this is terrifying. The entire reason I did that was for this. The key's good. You know, the key is... I'm not going to bash the key. But I did want a small rock there just so I would have some damage increase. And like I said, always go to your item room if you can. First thing with the Lost. The item room if you get a curse room, go to it first, because that could give you, 9 lives, which is like crucial. It's a really crucial item to a run. My second lost run win, the one I earned my, second complete lost run win, that I took to the dark room with one with 9 lives, Guppy, Brimstone. I had all that by I had like 9 lives and Brimstone by the first floor, by the best of luck ever. And then I had freaking, oh, that item's useless. So, and then I had Guppy by Shale. So, but I always check my curse room for the 9 lives, my first curse room, because that's generally a good idea. Like, it's not a bad idea to do that. It's actually, like, pretty smart. If you get a curse room that pops up first and you haven't seen your item room yet, so you don't know if it's bad or good, take the chance. It can only, it's only going to kill the run. That's actually really good because it's a damage up. It's a health up for most other characters too, but this character doesn't have health, so... That's a pretty stupid thing to do. Right there, walking up and doing this. I want to force you... Okay, you're... Oh, gosh! Alright. This will be the last run. If it dies, it dies. That'll be it, I don't care about lost runs that much to continue with, like, a bunch of them over and over and over again. And I'd much rather get to doing the random runs, which I'll be doing after I complete this, after I've completed the list, which this is the last character on the list, so, next will be just all random all the time. And if I get the Lost, I'll play like 2 or 3 runs, but that will be like the end of the episode. Or I'll play 2 or 3 runs, and then I'll say, okay, I played like my mandatory 2 or 3 Lost runs. Let's play something completely different so that I don't have to like hate the game. Because the Lost does make me generally not like the game. Like, it's not really valid, I'd say, of an opinion on my part. Say, oh, hey, the Lost just makes me not like the game anymore as much. Because I do love the game with every other character. But the Lost just makes the game boring. And having to grind for the Lost's items, generally just not a fun time. Yeah. I was hoping he would turn around, that Girling would. I was focused on the other one so much. And, yeah, they just, like, walked up to the wall and said, okay, now that's over. Your Lost run's done. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this recording, because fuck the Lost. The Lost is not fun. This is, like, the most boring character in the game. The stupidest character. The worst by far. And, people have all the reason in the world to hate this character, and that's just like a little sample of him. If I get him in the future through random, oh well. But I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna completely choose to play the Lost most of the time. Anyway, that'll be all. This is actually the reason as well. Just wanted to put that out there, that I'm not playing this game from start to finish again. Because I have unlocked all the, I went through every single unlock in the game and did it myself. I beat the Lost myself before. I've done it before. I don't need to again. But I'm still going to do it if I get random. And I'm still going to do it, to show you guys what it's like. But there's no reason to go through the stress that came from actually playing that character and trying to win all the time just so I could get the unlocks I already had. It's not fun. It's not worth it. I don't see it as, useful and productive in any way, shape, or form. If you want to see people actually go through the Lost runs and actually win the Lost runs as they're going through and they're beating the game like normally, go watch Northern Lion. Go watch people like, I think Bear's doing his Lost runs now. Go watch Biznap as he completes his Lost runs again. But all those guys were playing those runs like before now. Before, not only was it common knowledge, but also before, you know, they actually started, you know, recording it. They were recording from the start to finish of the game. I'm not doing that because I've already played the game before. And this game's just not worth playing over again because the Lost is there. And it's the only blight on the game, in my opinion. It's the only bad part. I'm gonna, like, press space because let's not do that. Bring myself to this. But anyway, enough of that. As I said, if you want to see other people play it, go watch other people. I recommend Northern Lion for entertainment value most of the time. Sometimes he has his ifs, but everyone has their ifs and their miffy points. Bear Taffy's a good one. Mathis, I'd say, is doing his right now. I don't know if he's continuing, or if he's, you know, beat the Lost yet. I don't, let's see, I think Zach Scott Games may have beat the Lost? Maybe? But all those guys are, you know, amazing. They do at what they do. They produce good content, and they've played the Lost. But they've also played the game from start to finish. And they recorded the game from start to finish. I don't find it worth it anymore. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. And I will see you all next time. Have a good day, and bye-bye.